I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Introducing Cowboy Bebop,
Written by Keiko Nobumoto.
also known for Wolf's Rain and Macross Plus.
The anime was released in 1998 by Sunrise on TV Tokyo,
Sunrise is also well known for Gundam series,
as well as Escaflowne,
City Hunter,
Outlaw Star,
Space Runaway Ideon,
Code Geass,
Votoms,
Gintama, Planets. You could call it a space western, but the genre's hard to place.
Noir space western.
I agree with that.
Hey, Spike. It's ready.
Listen, Jed.
This guy's a major player in the syndicate. Operates all around the asteroids.
You said bell peppers and beef.
His name's Asimov Solensen. Are you listening to me?
There's no beef in here. So you wouldn't really call it bell peppers and beef, now would you?
Big Eater.
Yes, I would.
Well, it's not!
It is when you're broke, all right?
What happened to the million Wulong reward we got for that last guy?
The repair bill for that cruiser you wrecked, and the one from that shop you trashed, and the medical bill from the cop you injured. Kill the dough!
In Cowboy Bebop's universe, the Earth is now a wasteland, and people inhabit colonies, which provide a frontier for the Wild West theme of the show. Bebop is the ship that our protagonists call home. Half the episodes were pulled from the original airing, deemed, I guess, too adult.
I really like the sort of Formula One-esque design of the lead ship in this series. The motorbike-style cockpit is brilliant. Makes it very believable as a natural progression of technology that exists now into something like this. He says, though, in the show that this is actually a 10-year-old model.
Nice tune, real easy.
All the tech in the show, it has a kind of old feel. It reminds me a lot of Alien, where the technology is kind of broken, dilapidated, and run down. It's nice. It provides a good feel.
Only the big super corporations have the most advanced tech. So, like in here, how we're seeing the inside of a colony and the contrast in social castes.
I find a lot of the atmosphere that shows in its music, which is great. There's a lot of blues, slide guitar, and it's generally pretty laid back. Kind of adds to the feel.
So you're hungry too, huh, baby?
A continuing theme that they're broke.
Yeah, they're always broke in the show.
They never seem to quite get paid for whatever reason. So Spike's been choked out at this point. We get some really good shots of the scenery, but they're going to talk a lot, so...
Say the whole anime's pretty beautiful. Actually,
sweet dream.
it's definitely not one for kids. It's
Go right ahead.
definitely
Finish your
adult
dreams
themed.
back
Too
on the
gritty
Bebop.
for children. There's a lot of issues in here which
Impossible to catch the
are
guy.
adult
No way
themed.
to
A
win.
lot about
When
death
Asimov left
and the
his
past.
syndicate, he snuck some
Sexuality is
stuff out of it.
actually
Seriously.
there's a few episodes about that. You've got some transgender
Yeah, they
characters.
like their transgender comedy.
Yeah,
to make one
that's
bar.
for sure.
Our boy took off
There's a
with every
character
drop.
in
Made
the
him
show
run
who
around
joins
bucket.
later on.
They keep sending hit teams
You
after him
think
with all
she's
they
a
get
girl,
back corpses.
but her name is Edward,
Asimov's
and
been
she
pumping
refers to
up
herself.
Edward is a girl.
I think, yeah, she is a girl, but
No kidding,
obviously,
they're planning to go to
you know,
Mars.
A
I don't
boyish
think
girl.
she's very
Before
boyish.
that, they've got to sell these.
And then you have a man
Oh yeah, there's
who's
a man.
clearly gay.
There is a man with boobs. In
Yeah,
this
there
show.
isn't, but he's not gay though.
Yeah.
He
No.
was experimented on by the military, which is quite dark in
Red-eyed
itself.
coyote up here in the zone
Like
norte,
this military
far end of
experiment to
town.
give them moobs. Oh man, I got experimented on. The moob project.
Yeah, I'd give this anime 10 out of 10 moobs.
Oh, it's definitely 10 out of 10 moobs.
It's one of my favourites, even though I only discovered it this year.
You can rewatch it over and over. I've seen it a couple times, and I'm always seeing new details and cues.
It just has a great laid-back vibe, and it's a bit deeper than some of the other stuff out there.
And it's a 1998 anime, so you know.
You can find the DVDs on Amazon, but they're pretty pricey. But eBay has them, so if you don't own it on DVD, you really need to.
You might find this stuff on Hulu, but we're in the UK, so we really can't tell. We only get Netflix here, really.
There is a movie as well, which I think comes after the series. I haven't watched it yet.
There is.
I only have.
I mean, we're going to get into some of the action scenes now. So our man Spike is caught up with this black market dealer, and he's posing as a buyer. So obviously he's going to rumble him.
Show me.
Spike's pretty much inspired loosely on the Bruce Lee type outlaw character. He does,
Do you know how much
I think,
you're
Jeet
worth?
Kune Do.
It is Jeet
what?
Kune Do, yeah.
2.5
They actually, the
million.
original
That's your
animators
value.
designed
I
and
said you were a
choreographed the
small fry.
scenes based on the early Bruce Lee films. So a lot of the
You look
movements you
surprised.
see in there is lifted straight from
I thought you
those
weren't after
films.
my bounty.
There's no thrill
Like
in
Big
the
Boss,
G1's
Game of
Asimov,
Death.
you know?
I think you do better as a thief, bounty boy.
And throughout the show,
Hand
you'll
it
see
over.
him pulling off signature moves.
to.
Obviously,
I have to
some
pay
of
you
them
back,
are,
don't I?
you know, you got some artistic liberties being taken with the physics. But, you know, a lot of it is. And you see him dancing, you know it's Jeet Kune Do.
He's a pretty cool character. As in his mood is cool. He doesn't really. He stands apart from things. He doesn't really get flustered.
He clearly takes life easy, but is a serious guy deep down.
Yeah, quite a big theme in the show is Spike's past coming back to haunt him. As you go along with it, you learn more and more.
Yeah, you learn more about the Syndicate, you learn more about his history. The main antagonist in the series was actually his partner back in the war or something. So yeah, there's a love interest which does come up quite a few times. It's hinted at in nearly every episode, his history with this woman. But like I say, that only forms a very small part of the show. More a continuing theme. I mean, these guys are now on the run, you know, the police are after them, the bounty hunters are getting close.
They very rarely get their bounties.
Very rarely, yeah.
Stuff tends to get in the way, and that pretty much forms the shenanigans.
Well, usually
Shenanigans
it's
go
dead
on.
or alive, and unfortunately it's usually alive, and often they end up dead, so...
Yeah, it doesn't go well for the two that they're after at the moment.
Damn!
It kind of kicks off the show straight away. I guess. Well, What am I trying to say?
Well, this is where Sunrise really get to show you what they're capable of, because they've got such a massive history with this kind of animation. I mean, you know, if you were to compare it with a Gundam series, for example, they've got so many animated jet fighters, and this is completely unique from any other design. But the actual scenes and the music combination.
I love this whole bit right here with them. It really reminds me, the music they got, the trumpet really reminds me of Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. This scene was sort of DC Comics. No, not DC. Judge Dredd, it reminded me of, because of the way this guy goes a bit nuts. His face starts popping out. It's not DC.
I find this whole section kind of dreamlike.
Yeah, look at this guy. See, this is the realization. She knows she's not going to Mars. That was their big plan.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say earlier about the show opening with kind of a heavy theme.
It is a really heavy theme.
The woman we first meet, the beautiful woman, is about to die.
Is she about to? Yeah, and she's been duped into some let's sell lots of black market. You know.
Adios.
Yeah. That's the police. It's a very artistic show.
Roll the credits.
愛してたと嘆くにはあまりにも時は過ぎてしまったまた心のほこびを癒せぬまま風が吹いてる乾いた瞳で誰か泣いてくれ The real fabulous 本当の悲しみが知りたいだけ泥の代わり使った人生も悪くはない一度きりで